Hi everyone, I'm Gary Sherwin and I'm at the Big Newport Theater here in Fashion Island for one of the most glamorous events all year long here in Newport Beach, the Newport Beach Film Festival. In just a few hours, the red carpet behind me is going to be teeming with celebrities, VIPs, and media from around the world who'll be covering this marquee event that will be taking place over the next week. What does it take to pull off an event that attracts 50,000 people from all over the world to Newport Beach? We'll tell you on the backstory. We're here with the first couple here in Newport Beach, Mayor Rush Hill and his beautiful wife, Linda. Mayor Hill, this has been a year of celebration here in Newport Beach. I guess this is probably one of the creme de la creme way we celebrate.
It absolutely is. I mean, we have so many great things in Newport Beach, and so I've dedicated my year as mayor of celebrating those activities, of making sure that everyone in our community understands the quality of life that we have and the elements that put it together. And these kind of signature events that we are so able to welcome graciously visitors into town and host them in our beautiful hotels and feed them in our incredible restaurants and show them incredible films because of the work that the Film Festival does every year. And I know that next week when this is all done, they'll start all over in working on the next one. So it's a wonderful event.
Well, when we talk about the glamorous lifestyle here in Newport Beach, nothing epitomizes it more than this. Wouldn't you say so, Linda?
I would say this is it. This is the way to live. Newport Beach is personified in this evening, in this whole week. It's really an exciting time for us to be here.
Well, you look great. Joan Rivers wanted me to ask you what you're wearing tonight. I don't know. Probably don't know.
Oscar de la Renta!
Well, great. How many films are you going to see during the next week? Are you going to try to catch a few of them?
Oh, we're hoping to see numerous of them. We're looking forward to it. Unfortunately, it overlaps with Ensenada Race, so we're dividing our time, so it's going to be a fun week.
It's going to be a busy week.
This is one of the fun things about being mayor, isn't it?
This is true. No one comes up and complains.
He is a lucky man.
That's true. That's true. We'll have a wonderful time tonight.
Thank you. We're looking forward to it, and we really appreciate the opportunity to participate.
That's great.
And say hi to Joan Rivers.
She's over there critiquing you right now. So. That's it.
Hi, this is John Favreau, and you're watching Newport Beach Television.
We didn't go to Tuscany. We want everyone to think we did.
We did a nice job.
We had a friend who lived there who shot some of those exteriors, but then it's actually at Malibu.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Everyone who signed up for the movie, they're like, "Oh, we get to go to Italy," and I was like, "No, you're gonna go to Malibu." Yeah. But we were worried about pulling it off, but it worked. So.
It was great. Hey, I'm here with Luke Matheny. He is the director of Lovesick, which was the opening night film here at the Newport Beach Film Festival. Great film, Luke. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So this is the first time you've actually seen the completed film then, right?
That's true. I've shown it to an early cut to, handfuls of friends a year and a half ago, but it's changed a lot since then. So it was a pretty big leap to go from just a handful of people watching it to like an 1,100 seat theater at the Big Edward. Is that what it's called? Yeah, it was great.
That's it. Wow.
Meanwhile,
big action here.
Yeah.
So how long did it take to get this film into production and get it up and running?
Well, the writer and the producer had worked on it for a while, and they had I'm not even sure, they worked on it for a year or two. Then I was brought on, and a few months later, we started shooting. So I worked on the script a little bit, but it all happened really fast. It was only 20 days to shoot, which is a very fast timetable.
20 days?
Yeah, 20 days. And I was fortunate. The company hired me. I made a short film before, and they let me use all of my crew from that short film. That film actually won an Oscar a couple years ago.
I remember that.
Yeah. So it was really fun for everyone to then get to make a full-length feature, and Matt LeBlanc was in it, and we all came from New York to LA, and it was really exciting, and then it was a really fun shoot. We got to work with Chevy Chase, and so it was a really great time.
Well, and Allie Lardner was radiant in this film. I mean, I just fell in love with her all over again.
I'm happy to hear you say that, because she is such a hard worker and such a talented actress, and she isn't usually thought of for like kind of romantic comedy roles, but she has such an appealing kind of strength and beauty and like intelligence that I thought it worked perfectly for this character, and I thought she did a great job. And she and Matt had a lot of chemistry.
Yeah, it was very obvious that it just really worked, and it's a difficult role to have to play because she's trying to be sympathetic and yet at the same time realize that she's dealing with a guy who's a little imbalanced, right?
Yeah, it was a very tight balancing act for her and for Matt, really, because Matt LeBlanc has to go crazy. The premise of the movie is about a guy who goes clinically insane whenever he falls in love. So he had to be insane enough to be insane, but then not completely alienate the audience. And I thought it was a really detailed, complex performance, and certainly something you don't really get to see him do in movies, you know.
It's great. You should really be proud of it. I think the crowd was, you could just feel the real great reception in that theater. You obviously know, you could feel it when you're sitting in the theater, if the crowd's getting the jokes and they're really warming up to the characters.
Right, you feel, in the first 2 minutes, you feel only nervousness, and then you start then you're worried you're hallucinating the laughs, but then you realize people are laughing a little bit, and then a good 20 minutes in it, I was comfortable enough to start eating my nachos, so yeah.
You've achieved a lot.
Thank you. I feel old, but that's fine.
You are not old, believe me. You've done very well. Well, congratulations on a terrific film. I hope it goes on to great success. When is it opening nationwide?
I don't know yet. We're figuring that out.
Good. Well, I hope it gets out there and a lot of people see it. It was terrific.
Thanks so much.
We're having a great time here at the film festival. It is a really great evening, as you can see. Make sure you go see Lovesick. This is Gary Sherwin live from the Newport Beach Film Festival.
It's hard to believe that just 15 years ago, Greg Schwank and myself got together to start this festival. Greg had a background in mergers and acquisitions, and mine was in advertising and public relations. So it actually was a good fit for the two of us when we got together. And we realized that, we really need to get the stakeholders in the community involved, and that included the city, Conference and Visitors Bureau, which is now Newport Beach and Company, the Arts Commission, the Orange County Film Commissioner, and every other different organization that had interest and a vested interest in the success of the Newport Beach Film Festival. Having a film festival in Newport Beach made sense. We had this beautiful locale, this beautiful backdrop, and our proximity to Hollywood. It just seemed like a natural fit. Greg and I are both born and raised in Orange County, and we saw the need and the void in the market for a festival like this. And so, here we are 15 years later with over 53,000 people attending our festival, 350 films from over 50 countries. It looks like there was definitely that need, and our gamble was correct. One of the things that our festival has actually become really known for is our amazing parties and galas. On opening night, we have approximately 3,000 guests that are attending, with over 35 area restaurants, great live entertainment, a whole lot of things going on, hosted bars, an opportunity to sample signature dishes from our area restaurants. It's a lot of fun. And then after opening night, we have various parties going on all throughout town for the remainder of the festival. So there really is something for everyone.
Well, I am with the mastermind behind all of this, Greg Schwank, who is the present CEO of the Newport Beach Film Festival. Greg, congratulations on another amazing night.
Thank you, Gary.
I mean, look at this. We've got Cirque du Soleil. We've got amazing entertainment. The crowd is beautiful as always. You've got to be very proud.
Extremely excited, very, very proud. And it's one of those things where 15 years ago, never thought we'd be where we are today. But it's because of great partners like Visit Newport Beach, the Chamber, the City of Newport Beach that makes all this happen.
So how many volunteers do you have to execute something like that? I mean, this looks like a small army to pull off something like this.
Well, the festival probably year-round probably works with about 60 to 80 that work with us on a year-round basis. And then right before the festival, that really balloons up to about 7 to 750 as far as the number of volunteers. The total hours going into the Newport Beach Film Festival, about 65,000 hours of volunteer time.
Wow, that's amazing. Now we were over at the Big Newport, and that theater was jammed with a lot of people there. You've come a long way in 15 years. What have you learned in the 15 years that you wish you knew now, that maybe you wish you knew in year one?
Well, it's like they always say, don't stress the small stuff or don't sweat the small stuff. But I think the big thing about it is if you program for the community, if you program for the people in your area, the audience will come. And that's something we've learned over time, and we've really been able to find the films that really resonate with the residents of Newport and the residents of Orange County. And what's nice about it is it's been able to draw in people from LA and San Diego, fill up our hotels, fill up our restaurants. So we're really excited about the trajectory of the Newport Beach Film Festival.
So when you talk to all the people in the Hollywood community, what do they say about this film festival and what draws them to it?
Well, I think one of the nice things about it is that we are now consistently ranked in the top 50 film festivals in the United States, and that's both through Variety and also Movie Maker magazine. They do a ranking every year. And when I talk to filmmakers, whether it be people at the independent studios or as an independent filmmaker, they're saying, gosh, Newport is really the place to come screen your film to an audience that loves the art of movie making. And that's something that's a little bit different. When you go to festivals up in LA, if you've been going to Toronto, it's an audience that's a little bit more harsh and jaded. And that, especially in LA, they're watching movies every day. They're watching movies at least once a week. And to them, it's like, oh, ho-hum, another movie premiere. But for Newport, it's an exciting event. And it's also something where the citizens and the community, the films resonate with them. And that's what's so cool about the festival.
That's very cool. And how many films do you have to watch when you ultimately, I mean, you've got hundreds of films. I mean, how many do you watch to help decide what's going to be shown?
Well, the nice thing about Newport is that when we sat down, we said, look, we're going to focus on quality. So every official submission is watched 5 times. No other festival in the world does that much quality check on the films that are submitted to it. So 5 times each film. Sundance watches 20 minutes of a movie. If they don't like it, they turn it off. So it's kind of a disservice to the filmmaker, but moreover than that, you sometimes get programmers that are going to slant a particular type of programming. We're really looking for stuff that, yes, we're at times going to push the people to watch something that's really kind of different, but moreover, we're going to find films that are going to really be of high quality and they're going to resonate with our audience.
That's terrific. So looking ahead, in the next 15 years, what are your goals for the festival?
Well, I think, one, we want to always engage our community. We want to keep expanding into the LA or entertainment market, whether it be in LA or around the world. I think we always want to be putting on like this, a high caliber, high quality event that people can say, this is putting Newport Beach in the right kind of spotlight. And we want to do that now and into the future.
You know, I've been joking with a few people that the people here at this party, I don't see at other parties here in Newport Beach. Where are all these folks coming from? Because they're definitely not all locals.
Well, a lot of them are coming from LA, a lot of them coming from San Diego. We had a whole contingent fly out from Ireland. We had a great contingent coming down from Canada. And then you're getting a huge crowd that's coming from LA that are a lot of film buyers, a lot of studio execs that are coming down for a couple of days to stay at our hotels, play golf out of Pelican, and really have a good time here in Newport. And so these are people who are kind of going, wow, I had no idea that Newport Beach or Orange County was this cool. And so we're proud to be able to bring that here to Newport Beach.
You're changing the perception of the orange curtain. Very good.
Happy to do so.
That's great. Greg, congratulations on another great year.
Thank you.
Best of luck in the week ahead.
Thank you very much.
And try to get some rest in the middle of all this.
Try to.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Well, there you have it. It's been another incredible evening at the opening out of the Newport Beach Film Festival. There's a lot of action out there. I'm going to go out and enjoy it. This is Gary Sherwin, and you've seen The Backstory.